This UTR Media presentation is sponsored by Vision Trust, serving at-risk children around the world since 1997. More info at visiontrust.org. We're so glad you're with us for the Backyard Concert Series, and we are in for such a treat. Right now, we're in beautiful Antioch, Tennessee, and our special guest right now is a dear friend of mine, Christa Wells. Christa, thank you so much for doing this. This is so fun.
Happy to be here.
And not long before, the time we're recording this, you just released a new album called Pacific, which is fantastic. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Can you tell me just a little bit about the creative inspiration behind the album?
Yes. Well, I wrote Pacific, 7 songs over the course of a couple years when I was going through my divorce and felt like I was in this free fall that might have no bottom, no end, and I wasn't sure what was going to be left of me at the end of it. And just before I hit bottom, I found miraculously that I had grown wings and I was rising up, and not on my own strength, but the strength of community and the strength of God and love surrounding me. And so these songs were born during that time of still suffering and loss, but coming up out of that and beginning to recognize myself as the beloved and learn how to step into that more fully. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you at it. We're so excited.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
And I should have also introduced
Yeah,
Lori
please
here
do.
because I'm in her backyard, first of all. Yes. But also, Lori Chaffer here has been an inspiration of mine for quite a long time. She's got literally one of my top 5 voices on the planet. I love to hear her sing. And so we ended up running into each other last year, and I threw out this idea of her producing an album for me, or it became an album. You agreed to one song, and I was like, how about 3? How about 5? How about 7?
I loved it.
So
I was like, yes, please.
So here we are, and then about 7 minutes ago, I asked her to play this song with me. So there's that too. She's a good sport. This is called "I Can Do Better." It was the first track on the new album. All right, 1, 2.
My hair down, you showed me all over town, but every flower you gave me has dropped its petals to the ground. And lately I pray, don't let me love what will not love me back. I think I'm done with that. Don't let me love what will not love me back. I think I'm done with that. 'Cause I waited for you to be what you can't be. I let you hold me, but you can't have me. I thought that you would be a shelter, I can do better. Sweet sadness, my old friend, how good it was to sit with you again. And you have no heart to save me. So much more to live. So lately I pray, don't let me love what will not love me back. I think I'm done with that. Don't let me love what will not love me back. I think I'm done with that. 'Cause I waited for you to be what you can't be. I let you hold me, but you can't have me. I thought that you would be a shelter, but I can do better. I've got a love that loves me right. My lover makes me come alive. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. I've got a love that loves me right. My lover makes me come alive. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. So I waited for you to be what you can't be. I let you hold me, but you can't have me. I thought that you would be a shelter, but I can do better. I thought that you would be a shelter, but I can do better. I can do better.
First ever.
All right, I'm gonna let you take it from here.
Well, that was fun. I think I'll play the title track from my 2018 album that Ben Shive wrote and produced with me. It's called Velveteen, and most of you probably remember the story from childhood of the Velveteen Rabbit, this precious stuffed rabbit who learned how love makes us real. Even if it wears off all of your beauty and your eyeballs pop out and all of those things. But the part of the story that always impressed me the most, especially when I revisited it a couple years ago, was that there's this moment when the stuffed rabbit feels like he's already experienced love and he's been fully realized as the beloved, but then he finds himself on this burn pile and discarded. And I think most of us have lived long enough to have experienced that feeling of being discarded or let go. And he says, as a very real tear falls from his face down onto the earth, he says, "Of what use is it to love and be loved and have all your beauty worn off if it ends in this?" And at that moment, this magical nursery fairy comes and makes him real in a way he still had never experienced. And he hops off into the forest with all the other real rabbits. And that hit me so hard because I realized it's not just being loved that helps us to become fully human and fully ourselves. It's the very things that we are sure are going to destroy us, maybe that are intended for our destruction, that have the power, if we allow them, to be the very things that make us come alive in a way we've never experienced and make God viscerally real to us in a way we couldn't have imagined before.
Love spoke my name. I felt life run through me. Reborn in the flames. Nothing can undo me. Ooh, I believe that I'm becoming. So if my beauty starts to fade, well, I've been held in 1,000 ways. If my heart looks broken in, then I've been brave enough to live. If perfect turns to perfect mess, and all your love is all that's left, then I'm as real can be. Call me Velveteen. Shadow and light, I learned to let them find me. Coming alive feels a lot like dying. Ooh, I believe that I'm becoming. So if my beauty starts to fade, well, I've been held in 1,000 ways. If my heart looks broken in, then I've been brave enough to live. If perfect turns to perfect mess, is all that's left, then I'm as real can be. Call me Velveteen. I know it's true no matter how I feel, 'cause I'm becoming real. So if my beauty starts to fade, if my heart looks broken in, if my beauty starts to fade, well, I've been held in 1,000 ways. If my heart looks broken in, then I've been brave enough to live. If perfect turns to perfect mess, and all your love is all that's left, then I'm as real can be. I'm as real can be. I'm as real can be. Call me Velveteen.
Yeah, Christa, so good. Oh my goodness, that was
Thanks.
beautiful. We're just really excited about your songs whenever they come out into the world, and the new ones are phenomenal. The old ones are phenomenal. So if somebody is discovering the music of Christa Wells, I hope you'll take the deep dive. We're gonna put all the links to where to find your music on different platforms on the description of this video, as well as how to follow you on social media so that they can follow the journey. And so just huge thank you for doing this.
Dave.
All right, we'll see you next time.